It is now time for our community update today. The topic comes with a serious warning about the dangers of facsimile firearms. Those are items that look like real guns, but they aren't. I am joined here with the Green Bay Chief of Police, Chris Davis. Hello, how are you doing?
Great, thanks for having me.
Yes, of course, Chief. So are you taking these guns and are they coming in as evidence? Kind of talk to me about that.
In a typical year, we'll collect about 3 dozen of these fake guns. And we know that there are way more than that out in the community. And the problem with them is that they are often indistinguishable from the real thing.
And when you take them into evidence, I mean, I'm sure those pose a lot of safety risks.
A lot of times we'll take them off of juveniles or other people who'll use them, for whatever reason. They don't have access to a real firearm, but they'll use them to threaten people. Occasionally, we don't have a super big armed robbery problem in our community, but they can be used to commit robberies. So they can be a huge public safety risk.
Yeah, that sounds incredibly dangerous.
It is.
And I mean, we do have a few photos here, and we're going to compare a real handgun to a facsimile firearm, and we're going to put them right on the screen. Here they are. And I mean, we're going to talk about it, just kind of which one is real. I mean, I can't even tell.
Yeah, you tell me which one.
Which one would be real or fake? I'm going to say the top one is the fake one.
You're right. In this case, yeah, but as you can see, these are indistinguishable from the real thing. And if you look at the next, this is the fake one. This was seized in our city over a year ago. And you can see the magazine in the bottom. That's actually a real handgun magazine that fits into this firearm. And even with the slide back, it is indistinguishable from a real firearm. And you can see there, that's a real handgun magazine that fits into this weapon. It doesn't chamber rounds, it won't fire those rounds. But now, think about this. If you're the police officer who is confronted with that at 1 o'clock in the morning and you have a split second to make a decision, there's no way that you're gonna know that that isn't real. Or if you're a member of our community maybe who exercises your Second Amendment rights and you're confronted with that. So that's why we really encourage, and because of the number of juveniles that we encounter with these, not always, but often, we really encourage parents, know what your kids are doing, where they are, and if you find one of these in their possession, call us and we'll come dispose of it for you or whatever you got to do to get rid of it, because it is a very serious issue. And we have had incidents where officers have confronted people who they legitimately believed were armed and something terrible almost happened, only to find out later that it's one of these fake guns all along.
Well, and that terrible thing that you're talking about is the last thing that we would want to happen. Right. But I can imagine, especially if you're 50 feet away, I mean, if I was even 10 feet away from you and I saw that, I would be shocked because it looks completely real. And so, I mean, as summer's ramping up, I mean, are you worried that you're going to see people out here with potentially some of these fake guns?
Well, our call load always goes up as soon as the weather gets good. And I was watching the weather forecast as I came in here and saw we're probably in for a pretty busy weekend this weekend. And this is unfortunately when we'll see these involved in fights and disturbances and other issues. And like I said, every year we run into a number of these, and it's a huge problem.
Yeah, and I just want to drive it home one time. You said you see a lot of young people who have these. I mean, they're young, they're adolescent, but how dangerous is it to be carrying around one of these guns, even though they're fake, whatever, but it's completely dangerous?
Well, there are the physical risks and there are legal risks. And, any parent of teenagers knows that they don't understand consequences at that age. And in the long-term things that you have to live with based on a decision you make today, and this is one of those things that can get somebody into a lot of trouble, either legally or God forbid somebody gets seriously hurt or worse because of one of these fake guns.
Yeah, are there legal implications if you get caught with one of these?
If you use one of these in a crime, depending on the crime and the circumstances, a lot of times it's the same legal consequences as if you used a real firearm.
Well, thank you so much for joining me today and all that very important information. And thank you for helping the community understand this issue.